is Noreen from joyofcards.com, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Yay! Anyway, today's video, I'm going to show you how to make this waterproof sticker. Now, I've done a waterproof sticker before, but the difference was this is a solid sticker and this was an outline. And this sticker is done a bit different. This is laminated and colored, and it is waterproof, and it is, of course, a sticker. And this one came up on my website, and I'll show you that in a minute, on April 11, 2021. But this one is completely different because what I did here when I stamped this, I did it in StazOn and I laminated it. And you can't laminate any of the Stampin' Up! Colors because they're water-based, and once you put it through that laminator, they'll melt. But I'll show you how to do this in a completely different way of this one. So let's get started. So I'm going to start with Lucky Clover. Now this is in the new mini catalog, and it just came out on April 5th, which is actually the day I'm videoing this. So it's on page 41. Now I can show you what the inside of the catalog looks like. But it's this bundle right here, is the punch and the stamp set. And it's really cute, but we're not going to make a card today. We're going to make this waterproof sticker. And not only we're using this, and of course the punch, we're using the adhesive sheets and the silicone craft sheet. We are going to use a couple of other little supplies. We're going to use some scratch paper, and we're going to be using packing tape. So let me show you the reason why I'm making this sticker. The reason why I'm making this sticker is because I actually do put things on the back of my envelopes when I mailed them out. So if this was a card I'm sending out to someone, in the past I was using this You've Got Mail, which is a cute stamp set from Snailed It, and I'll probably keep this one. There are very few stamp sets that I keep. I sell everything. In fact, right now, if you go on my joyofcards.com site, you'll see a bunch of retireds on there. I'll try to get them up as soon as I can. So instead of using this, I'm going to be using this, and here's why. If you've ever seen my logo here, my Joy of Cards, the O in Joy is a sheep, and the D in cards is a harp, an Irish harp. So here it is on my cell phone here. And that's why I'm doing that. And if you want to know how to make this sticker, now this is an outline. I colored this after I laminated it. But this one is a solid. And like I said before, I can't laminate this because it'll smear. But if you want to know how to make one that is outline you color, you can go to my joyofcards.com, which is really easy to remember. It's like Joy of Cooking and Joy of that other thing. Anyway, but if you go to search and you put in sticker, this will pull up. See, here's my sticker video right here, and you can find it. In fact, you can put in anything in the search, like butterflies, and it will find anything with butterflies in it, like Butterfly Brilliance. That was a stamp and die set. So, but it's all right in here. But that's why I'm doing, and that's why I bought Lucky Clover, is because of my Joy of Cards. I'm Irish, so that's what's going to be going on the back of my envelope. So let's learn how to make this. And before we do that, actually I do want to show you something here. If you go to shop on my site here, or if you go on a cell phone and click the 3 dashes, it'll pull up shop, and there's shop Stampin' Up! And there's shop Joy of Cards. If you do Joy of Cards, which is just me, it'll bring down card kits, buy cards, PDF, retired, and social media. If you go to retired products, it'll show all my retired products up on sale here. So and it'll do, if you're in my tax area, it'll do tax, it'll do shipping, it'll do the whole thing. It'll take credit cards. It all goes through a PayPal merchant service, and that's how you do that. Now, if you just want to go and buy Stampin' Up! Stop, click Shop Stampin' Up! And Shop Stampin' Up! Now, and then you'll get the site with me on it. So it'll have Noreen right here, and you can log in, and you can buy things, and I'll get credit for it. But anyway, let's get to the sticker. So this stamp is this one right here on Lucky Clover. Now, this stamp, it stamps okay, but there's a kind of a trick to it. I am using Stampin' Pads because it doesn't stamp as solid as I would like to, but it's really high-edged here. And usually when you push down on stamps like this, they make that little halo. But since this one's pretty high, it's not doing that. So, and I did make sure that I re-inked my pad here because my pads are getting old. And I'm going to stamp it, and I'm going to push kind of hard. And I'm not going to rock it, but I'm going to make sure that all four edges are making contact here. And then I'm going to lift up. You see how it didn't make that halo? So by doing that, you're not going to mess up. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp 4 on this basic white, and I've cut it 6 by 6. So I'm going to stamp 2 more, and I'll be right back. Now, I did stamp this in garden green, and I do want to show you what a halo will look like, and it's right there. So don't get too crazy, but this won't show on our sticker because we're going to be cutting it out. Now we're going to take these adhesive sheets that Stampin' Up! Sells, and I went ahead and cut a 6 by 6 out. Now this is a new package, but as soon as you start opening it, you're going to have pieces of the stuff here as you make your projects. And I always put them in my paper folders. Now, I am an Amazon affiliate, and believe it or not, you could help a little small business like me by going to the description of my video, and all you do is go to the next to the title where it says the Lucky Clover sticker tutorial, whatever I call it, and click down on the arrow or the show more or whatever, and it pulls everything up. Now, this is not a Stampin' Up! Product. Anything that's not Stampin' Up! I will probably sell through Amazon. And you can go ahead and look it up and click on the link. And I am an affiliate. I'm completely checked out. I am completely safe to click on my links. And anybody that has an Amazon link like that does get a kickback from Amazon. Now, whether you buy this folder or not, just by clicking on it, it remembers me for 24 hours. So if you buy anything on Amazon the next 24 hours, I get a little kickback, and it helps me continue my videos. But I only sell the things that I use in my videos. I would not push anything that I don't use. And these paper folders are awesome because I can keep all the little scraps, and I know exactly where these sheets are in my craft room because they're with the paper. So I'm going to grab a piece of this, and I cut it 6 by 6. And what's great about these is that Stampin' Up! Does have them perforated on the back. Now I'm going to grab my silicone craft sheet here just because I want to keep everything clean. And I'm going to go to that perforation, and I'm going to pull it up. Now, one side will be sticky and one won't. So this is the sticky part, obviously. And I'm going to go ahead and line it up on the paper. Now, if I was making a lot of these, which I'm going to be doing because I'm going to be using these when I send out demo cards, if you win a demo card. And I will do that if you put in the description or write, put a little message in my video saying, hey, I would like to win a demo card. I'm not a subscriber. I just subscribed. I'll send you out one, believe it or not. So, and I'll put that little sticker on the back of the envelope, and so you can see what I'm doing. So when I'm making a lot of these, I'll probably have these closer together, but I'm just doing this for demonstration purposes. So that's how you put the little stickies on. Now at this point, it's not waterproof, and I'll show you how to waterproof that in a minute. But the reason why they sell these sheets is because if you had a real intricate cut, like a big lacy thing, and you don't want to snail it or glue it or whatever, you would use those sheets to do your design and then cut it out and then put it on your card. Now, we're not using it for a card, we're using it as a sticker. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to punch these out before I waterproof it because it won't punch out once I put on the secret ingredient, which you'll find out in a minute. You'll go, oh, really, Noreen, that's not so secret. Anyway, so I'm going to cut these out first. And even with that adhesive backing, it will still be a little bit rough to cut because it's just a lot for a punch. Your punch might be a little sharper than mine. Every once in a while they have some and they're not as sharp, but I'm going to go ahead and line this up where I want. Now, with a trick with a punch is hold it halfway down to kind of center what you want, and then once you've got your thing locked in, then punch it. So I went ahead and punched that one, and I'm going to punch the other one here. I'm just going to take off this paper here to line it up. Now, I don't know if you know the sticky trick, but if it's cut too much that you can't hold on to the paper, just use a Post-it note here and put it on the edge, and then you can hold it like that and line it up. That's kind of an old trick, but I thought I'd, go ahead and put it out there anyway. And I'm going to punch this one just like so. So we've got these, they're still not waterproofed, and how we do that, and there's a trick, because they're already punched out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put packing tape on them. Now get your silicone craft sheet out. If you don't have one of these, get one. So go to the title of my video, click down on the arrow or show more or whatever. Everything will pull up, all the dimensions of all my cards, all the supplies I use, whether they are Stampin' Up! Or Amazon, like my glass here is on my Amazon links. I love this thing. It's also a light board, and it has a cutting pad. It's awesome. But everything's in the description, even the tape gun, and the tape will be there. But we're going to put this piece of tape right over, and it just fits right over that Clover. Okay, now we've got our decal caught in the tape. And if I try to re-punch it, guess what's going to happen? That tape is going to stick inside here. So here's the trick. You take a piece of scratch paper and you tape it down there and then just cut around it. And guess what's going to happen when I punch it? I'm going to go ahead and put it in my punch. Now, when you put it in the punch, follow that same cut as you did before. And it's actually pretty easy. Kind of hold it halfway down, kind of line it up. Make sure you're right exactly in there. And it doesn't take too long to do. And just go like that, right? And punch it again. Okay? Now, if I would have put the tape on and then punched, it wouldn't punch. I've tried. But this way, it punches. So you just take that out, throw it away, and then turn this over, and that piece of scratch paper comes right off, and you got your sticker. Now, this happens to not be on the line where the adhesive sheets have a line, because they all have a line on the back so you can tear the backing off when you use it as a sticker. So that doesn't have it on there. So I'm just going to take a little X-Acto knife here, and I'll make a little score line to make it so I can pull it off. So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to pull off the back just like so. So I've got the one side off, and the other side was giving me a little problem. So I made another little score line, and now it all pulls off. So if it's starting to rip up the paper, go ahead and make another score line. And there you go. And there's the sticker. Now I put it on my silicone craft sheet because it won't stick, but it will stick to an envelope or a piece of paper just like that. So that's how you make the sticker. Like I said, if you want to see the other one, just go to joycards.com and in the search bar put in sticker, and it'll pull up this other one where I showed you how to do the same thing, but you're going to laminate it and you're going to color the insides, because there's a trick to that as well. But that will do it for me. Thanks. Bye.